Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, everyone. We are from Group 1, and now we're gonna present to you about the analysis of the bankruptcy, especially in the PT Matahari Department Store. First of all, let me introduce our group member, consisting of me, Elisa Octaviani, with last number is 071, and then Rahmadania Erlisa Dewi 206, and Alfian Brahmariskita 264. And here is the table of content for today, starting from the company profile, and then bankruptcy analysis, univariate analysis, multivariate analysis, bankruptcy measurement, conclusion, and then the last one is repair alternative. For the company profile will be presented by Alfian.
So I explain the company profile. Company profile, Matahari Department is a subsidiary of the Lipo Group, which Matahari Department Store is subsidiary of the Lipo Group, which is known for its retail business, with a business history of 60 years. 50 always provide various kind of fashion with popular trend in a category of clothing, beauty product, and household goods. The products are also offered through modern online outlets. This company supports the Indonesian economy by employing around 40,000 employees and collaborating with partners of more than 850 local and international suppliers. Now Matahari has many competitors with more modern concept with many mall and department store from abroad. Matahari department store applies the term word to divide the product or market according to good and brand. Jadi ini menjelaskan adalah Matahari Department Store merupakan anak perusahaan Lipo Group yang terkenal dengan bisnis retailnya dengan sejarah bisnis sama 60 tahun. Matahari selalu menyediakan berbagai macam fashion dengan tren populer pada kategori pakaian, produk kecantikan, dan perlengkapan rumah tangga. Produk juga ditawarkan melalui gerai online modern. Perusahaan ini mendukung perekonomian Indonesia dengan memperkerjakan sekitar 40.000 karyawan dan bekerja sama dengan mitra lebih dari 850 pemasok lokal dan internasional. Kini Matahari memiliki banyak komputer dengan konsep yang lebih modern dengan banyaknya mall dan departemen store di luar negeri. Matahari Department Store menerapkan istilah dunia untuk membagi area produk yang dipasarkan menurut barang dan merek. Next, Elisa.
Next, I will explain to you about the bankruptcy analysis. So bankruptcy analysis is an analysis to obtain early sign of bankruptcy. Bankrupt is usually interpreted as the failures of the company in carrying out company operation to generate profit. So why we need to do an analysis of the bankruptcy? We want to see a strategy or a tools how to overcome the condition of potential bankrupts. Bankrupts can be caused by various things, from internal and external. From internal factor that can cause bankruptcy in a company, the first one is inefficient management, and then the second one is the amount of debt owned, and then the third one is moral hazard. Means that how a manager or how condition in the company they want to make sure that the business is going to sustainable even in financial or in operational. And then the next one is the external factor that can causing the bankruptcy of the company. The first one is change customer desires. As we know, customer desires is like our demand to our business. So if the customer desire is changed, our business doesn't have attention from the customer. So can give us a potential of bankruptcy. And then the second one is raw material difficulty. This is maybe because of the highest cost on scarcity. And then debtor fraud. And then for the four is disharmonious relationship with creditors. And five is business competition is getting tough. And then the last one is economic condition. The company bankruptcy information is needed to every party to give them a evaluation about their business condition. According to the Hanafi and Halim, interested parties to know the company's bankruptcy information are the first one is creditors or lender. Creditor or lenders are aware of bankruptcy information so that in making decision they can find out which is eligible or to be given a loan in the time period of its return. Because if a company have a potential bankruptcy, creditors is possible untuk tidak mendapatkan mereka itu tidak bisa mengembalikan uang yang creditors atau lenders berikan kepada mereka, sehingga nanti creditors akan mengalami kerugian. That's why bankruptcy information is needed for creditors or lenders. And then the second one is the government need bankruptcy information because the government job is to regulate the activity of entities. As we know, a government is the pihak yang nantinya akan memberikan informasi, regulasi, dan juga berbagai ketentuan terkait bisnis yang sedang berjalan saat ini, sehingga bankruptcy information akan berguna bagi government. And then the third one is investor. Investor need to know the potential for bankruptcy for the beginning so that investor can anticipate future investment result. If our business have a potential bankruptcy, this is possible that the investor will not get a profit for the activity that invests to our business. That's why bankruptcy information will be needed for investor. And then the last one is management. Of course, management is an important part if we want to know about the potential bankruptcy, because with bankruptcy information from the beginning can anticipate making improvements such as reconstruction or liquidation. And then the next one is the method to analysis of bankruptcy. There is two methods, univariate analysis and multivariate analysis. Univariate analysis is a single approach used to predict financial difficulty with the assumption that the distribution of finance to companies that experience difficulties is different from companies that do not experience difficulties. So in here we can know that univariate analysis itu adalah keadaan atau kondisi di mana perusahaan yang memiliki potensial bangkrut itu memiliki karakteristik atau keadaan yang berbeda dengan perusahaan yang saat itu sedang sukses atau tidak memiliki potensial terjadinya bangkrut. And there is a four components that distinguish between companies that have difficult with those that do not. The first one is rate of return. If a company have a potential of bankrupt, the rate of return will be lower than the company that doesn't have a potential of bankruptcy. And then the second one is use of debt. The company that face a potential of bankruptcy, the amount of debt will be higher. And then the third one is fixed payment coverage. If a company experience a potential of bankruptcy, the fixed payment coverage will be lower. And then stock return fluctuation. For a company that have a potential bankruptcy, the stock return will be continually change, and maybe sometimes it's high, maybe sometimes it's so lower. So this is not constant, which is fluctuation. But univariate analysis dianggap sebagai sesuatu yang kurang efisien untuk menghitung bankruptcy analysis. So in here we have a multivariate analysis. In conducting a business bankruptcy analysis, univariate analysis is considered to have weaknesses because of conflict between the variables that are used as predictors. So Altman developed and found that predicting bankruptcy can be done using the Z-score method. So in here, we want to see what is the Z-score method. Okay, so Altman Z-score. Altman Z-score is the analysis of the statistical techniques used to predict corporate bankruptcy. Altman Z-score method has a validity rate up to 95%. So there is only possible 5% of error. So a lot of people will be assumed that Z-score is more efficient to analysis the bankruptcy dibandingkan dengan univariate analysis. The formula is Z equal 1.2x1 plus 1.4x2 plus 3.3x3 plus 0.6x4 plus 1x5. Now, for the x1, x2, x3, and x4, and x5, it is the formula. For x1 is current asset minus current debt divided by total asset. And then for x2, retained earning divided by total asset. And then for x3, retained earning before interest and tax divided by total asset. And then for x4, common stock market value and preference divided by book value of total debt. And then for x5 is sales divided by total asset. Now, to know about the classification of the bankruptcy analysis using a Z-score, here is this classification that might be had. The first one, if Z-score less than 1.81, it means that the company falls into the category of bankruptcy. And then if Z-score between 1.81 until 2.99, It means that the company is included in the gray area of vulnerable category. And then if Z score more than 2.99, it means that the company is in the healthy category. So in here, we want to see which is PT Matahari Department Store face category of bankruptcy, gray area, or healthy category. Okay, so this is the financial statement of Matahari Department Store. We have in here summary of financial position. So in here, there is only a point that will be measured in the analysis of bankruptcy. If we see in the summary of financial position or financial statement, we will see that the financial profit of the PT Matahari Department Store is continually decrease from 2021 until 2022 and then 2023. So in here, we want to calculate which one the PT Department Matahari Store it's faced a potential of bankruptcy or not. For the bankruptcy analysis measurement will be presented by Daniel.
Okay, thank you so much, Elisa, for your material before. Okay, next we will talking about it's actually Altman Z-score. We will analyze this here with the formula that Elisa have been explained before, which is ZE equal 1.2 multiplied by x1, and then etc. You can so on right here, and then here is the x1 is we calculate and we found that the 0.25 and then it decrease and decrease, and then for the x2 it's also decrease, but it also decrease at year 2022 and 2023 and so on. And then please next, Elisa. Okay. Okay. Here is the Z-score value that we all have been calculate before using the bankruptcy analysis before. And here is in 2021 there is 6.69, and then in 2022 there is 6.34, and then in the 2023 there is 5.95. And here is the graphic Z-score. From here, we know that there is a decrease in the bankruptcy analysis, but it's actually still in healthy position, which if we compare with the Altman Z-score classification of bankruptcy analysis. And next, please. Okay, next is the evaluation based on the result of calculating the Z-score coefficient for PT Matahari Store in 2021. It is 9.69 in 2022, which is 6.34, and in 2023 it is 5.95. It can be concluded that the company is in a very good and stable financial condition. And for the three consecutive years, the company's Z-score value has always been well above the threshold 2.99, which is indicate a low probability of bankruptcy. Jadi dari kalkulasi yang kita jelaskan tadi, yang kita telah hitung, itu tuh perusahaannya itu termasuk dalam kondisi low probability of bankruptcy. Jadinya perusahaannya masih healthy ya teman-teman. Even though there is a decline in the Z-score value from year to year, the company remains in a safe zone. Jadi meskipun ada penurunan dari PT Matahari di analisis kita, tapi perusahaannya tetap masih dalam tahap healthy atau low probability of bankruptcy. Next, please. Okay, next is the conclusion about the analysis we do before. Based on the result of bankruptcy analysis using the Z-score, indicating that the possibility of a company going bankrupt is always low. Jadi low ya teman-teman berdasarkan analisis kita. even though the Z-score value has decreased from year to year, and which indicates that the company is still in the safe zone. A great decrease in the Z-score value from year may indicate some challenge in financial performance, but it's not significant enough to threaten the overall stability of the company. Jadi meskipun ada decrease dari Z-score value dari year to year dari PT Matahari ini, there is overall still stable ya teman-teman. There is can be assumed also that PT Matahari Department Store has a strong financial position with a very low risk of bankruptcy and maintain good financial performance during the period. Companies must continuously monitor and manage factors that may affect their financial performance to ensure the long-term stability. Jadi bisa diasumsikan bahwa financial position dari PT Matahari itu masih bagus, performanya masih bagus, and the company tetap harus melakukan monitor ya teman-teman supaya perusahaannya itu tetap stabil dan mempertimbangkan stability dalam jangka panjang. Okay, next please. Okay. The last is we talking about the repair alternative. It is imperative for investor to consistent. I will talking first. There is a two repair alternative which is from company and then for the investor. First is for the investor. For the investor to constantly track the financial performance of the companies and assess their investing approach. In addition to pressuring management to act proactively to address decreasing financial performance. Investors have the power to require greater opens in the company financial reports and a business plan. Furthermore, spreading out your investment can be smart way to lower risk. Jadi perlu analisis juga ya teman-teman untuk kalau kita mau berinvestasi pada perusahaan itu kita harus melihat kondisi keuangannya, terus investor itu juga memiliki hak-hak yang bisa digunakan untuk mengetahui kondisi keuangan dari perusahaan tersebut. And then for the organization or company to boost profit margin, organization may choose to take strategic measures, including improving operational efficiency and cost management, to draw in the more clients and boost sales. PT Matahari Department Store may concentrate on the innovating it is offering in both goods and also services, increasing sales through internet channels or creating new branches in key regions or to more valuable market expansion strategies. Jadi perusahaan juga harus memikirkan operational efficiency dan juga cost management untuk memaksimalkan profit itu tadi. To maintain long-term stability, business should also improve their risk management and financial planning. PT Matahari Department Store can improve financial standing and research a rising trend in Z-score by implementing this action. Jadi juga udah kita simpulkan di sini bahwa PT Matahari bisa melakukan beberapa hal ini untuk mempertahankan trend in Z-score-nya supaya naik ya teman-teman. Itu kan tadi ada penurunan. Jadi kalau financial standing dari risk management and financial planning-nya itu diperbaiki, mungkin PT Matahari bisa mengubah dari itu kan turun ya, jadi trennya bisa naik seperti itu. Next, please. Okay, Elisa, maybe you can close this presentation.
Thank you, Dania, for your presentation. I think that's all for our group presentation. And thank you for your attention.